this evening. It's official. Nicolette Henry is the new Minister of Education. Colombia and Guyana attempt to bridge the language barrier. Acting Commissioner of Police updates the media on that mysterious plane found in Region 9. British government partnering with the Guyana Police Force. In the region, in Trinidad and Tobago, former Attorney General charged with perversion of justice. And in Jamaica, amnesty proposed for guns and other forms of contraband.
From Safe TV headquarters in South Rival Gardens, this is Safe TV Headline News with George Gonzalez.
Headline News is now being streamed live on our YouTube channel. Join us. She's junior no more. Miss Nicolette Henry is now officially the newest Minister of Education. Here's more.
We are now going to stand and welcome our newest kid on the block. Our Minister, the Honorable Minister, Nicolette Henry.
Just in time for the new school year, Minister Nicolette Henry's promotion has been made official. She is now the Minister of Education. Speaking at the opening ceremony for this year's Education Month, Minister Henry confirmed the appointment and thanked her predecessor for his dedication and passion as a public servant.
I would also like at this time to publicly thank my predecessor, the truly Honorable Dr. Rupert Rupnarine, for his distinguished service to the development of the education sector. I am grateful to have had his counsel and guidance over the past 2 years. He is certainly a tough act to follow, but he has passed on a ministry primed to continue His Excellency President David Grange's mandate of every child matters.
Minister Henry also used this occasion to outline the objectives of her ministry for this school term.
1, reducing the disparity in education by making sure all schools are working to the same high standard. The government of Guyana has as a principal objective of its public policy to strengthen the administration of the 10 regions and to improve the delivery of education and other public services.
This includes the formation of technical colleges in each of the 10 regions, revising testing methods, the introduction of technology into the classroom, and providing transportation for students to go to school. Early last month, a mysterious Beechcraft King Air was found landing at a clandestine airstrip in a remote village in the Rupununi. It was reported that the occupants were seen running away from the craft after it made the illegal landing. Today, Acting Police Commissioner David Ramnarine was asked to share an update on the situation. Wendell Jeffrey reports.
There were a couple of IDs found on the plane that was left abandoned on the makeshift airstrip in North Rupununi, pulled aside on the sidelines of the strategic planning course that was launched today at the police training complex at Upper Camp Street. Acting Commissioner of Police David Ramnarine was asked about the plane situation. He told the media personnel that the police are in receipt of 2 passports, one belonging to a Brazilian and the other to a Colombian.
The 2 passports that were found relate to 2 persons because their IDs were also found here and they correspond to the passport. That's as much as I can say. One Brazilian and 1 Colombian.
The commissioner said that the investigations are still ongoing and though they would be soon wrapped up, he could not say much.
Investigators are wrapping up that report. They have spent some time, the better part of a week and a half, in the area. A number of persons were interviewed, a number of leads were pursued. And at this point in time, based on the advice given by the Prime Chief just yesterday, that in a matter of days, a few days' time, they're wrapping up the report, which we send to the relevant authorities.
Asked if anyone was or will be charged, Rupnarine said that he could not say because he did not have that information as yet. He did say that a few persons were in custody for questioning in connection with the investigations.
I don't have that information at my disposal right now. I know a few persons are in custody and they were interviewed. I think one or two persons were brought to see their partners and interviewed, questioned and so on.
He said that there are interagencies collaborations between the Guyana Police Force and the Civil Aviation Department and some other agencies.
I don't have all of the information yet. I know some collaboration is being done with Civil Aviation Authority and another agency. I don't have the benefit of those details yet.
Among those who were questioned was the alleged contractor and constructor of the illegal airstrip and two other businessmen from the Lethem area. Several earth-moving vehicles were also impounded as part of the investigation. No one has since claimed the aircraft, which is valued at about $4 million or about 850 million Guyana dollars. For Channel 2 Headline News, I am Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. In an effort to break the language barrier between Guyana and its Spanish-speaking neighbors, the Embassy of Colombia, in conjunction with the governments of Guyana, is now offering Spanish as a foreign language. The classes are available to all government officials. This year, over 60 took part in the program. Our reporter, Esther Sobers, was at the graduation ceremony and filed this report.
Learning Spanish will help you to communicate better with others from a foreign country. These were the words of one graduate of this year's Spanish as a Foreign Language for Guyana's Government Officials program. Professor Nelson Geraldo from Colombia conducted the 4-month course. Speaking at the graduation ceremony at Park Ray Banquet Hall last Friday evening, Professor Geraldo expressed pride for the class's achievement.
It has been an honor for me to have returned to implement this 4th edition, which has been a great success for both the students and myself. During my stay here, I have taken every opportunity to learn.
60 government officials from various ministries partook in the course. The students not only became proficient in a new language, but also showcased a variety of Colombian dances, which excited the audience as they gleamed the stage with their kaleidoscope of colors. The 4-month session was organized by the Foreign Service Institute of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in collaboration with the Embassy of Colombia. I'm Esther Sobers reporting for Channel 2 Headline News.
Thanks, Esther. The peace of an otherwise pleasant Sunday afternoon was broken by the sudden appearance of a freak storm in the Soesdijk area at around 2 p.m. yesterday afternoon. It caused much destruction. Reports indicate the storm is not necessarily related to Hurricane Irma currently churning over the northern Atlantic Ocean. Eyewitnesses in the Splashman's area reported seeing what looked like a tornado destroying everything in its path. The system eventually made its way out into the Atlantic Ocean. Residents of the Soesdijk-Linden Highway explained that the storm is an annual phenomenon, but this is the first time it has passed through Splashmans. Strong winds toppled the Banabs and other small structures in the area, while downed trees and telephone poles damaged vehicles. However, there were no reports of deaths or serious injuries. Coming up on Headline News after the break, the central government offers bus service for Georgetown school children. And soca king Michelle Montana delivers electrifying performance. Stick with us.
John Lewis Styles proudly introduces Everest Bags, a complete and affordable line especially suited for back to school. Lunch bags from $3,500, backpacks from $4,500, pulley backpacks from $10,995. Also available are messenger bags, computer bags, waist pouches, duffel bags, gym bags, and even camping bags, all for the same price or less than buying online. And it's already here on Waterloo Street. John Lewis Styles, simply different.
The Central Housing and Planning Authority is inviting applicants desirous of purchasing one of our flat duplexes to visit our Brickdam and United Nations Place office on Tuesday, September 5th or Wednesday, September 6, 2017 between 900 hours and 1400 hours. Registration will be done on the spot as well as the issuance of letters to be taken to commercial banks for pre-qualification. Interested persons are asked to walk with their acknowledgement letter along with a valid passport or identification card.
As a parent who works at home with my business located right here, I use Blaze high-speed internet. At home, my daughter enjoys it for her educational learning apps, and I work at home as well, so the service is efficient for my business. Parents bring their children, and while the children are enjoying ice cream, the parents also relax and enjoy their free Wi-Fi services.
This place is really hot. What's wrong with your AC?
It's not working.
Well, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you had a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? Then call the professionals at Action Cool. Our fully trained technical team have the skills and experience in repairs of all air-conditioned units, refrigerators, gas stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
The Central Housing and Planning Authority is inviting applicants desirous of purchasing one of our flat duplexes to visit our Brickdam and United Nations Place office on Tuesday, September 5th or Wednesday, September 6, 2017 between 900 hours and 1400 hours. Registration will be done on the spot as well as the issuance of letters to be taken to commercial banks for pre-qualification. Interested persons are asked to walk with their acknowledgement letter along with a valid passport or identification card.
Welcome to Kissoon's Furniture. Find everything you need for your home and more under one roof in our newly decorated showroom. Our locally crafted furniture has been perfected over the last 60 years. From our hands to your home, we also bring to you our newly introduced lines of imported furniture and sleep center, where you can find a wide range of beds and mattresses. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 60 years.
Welcome back. The search is on for a Venezuela-based Guyanese who went missing in the Barima River at about 2 hours on Sunday. According to the Guyana Police Force, 25-year-old Edward O'Neill, a fisherman, went missing on the way to his girlfriend's home. O'Neill, along with 19-year-old Kamal Hosea, left the Kumaka landing in Region 1 in a boat. The two men were allegedly intoxicated at the time. It is believed that the boat hit a wood and swerved into a nearby set of bushes. Hosea told police that he looked in earnest but did not find O'Neill. A nearby resident heard Hosea's calls for help, and they both began searching, but to no avail. The Good Samaritan subsequently took Hosea to Mabaruma Hospital, where he is recovering from minor injuries, while the search is ongoing for O'Neill. The administration is continuing to explore matters to improve the functionality of the Guyana Police Force. The Granger-led administration has formally and publicly announced its intention to accept any training and capacity building resources that is offered to the Guyana government. The British government is seizing the opportunity to partner with the Guyanese administration to upgrade the performance of the local police force. Today, another such collaborative effort was launched, and our reporter Wendell Jeffrey was there.
16 specially selected members of the Guyana Police Force will be subjected to 2 weeks of intense strategic planning training. And at the end of the training, the participants will be able to construct their own strategic plans within and for the benefit of the force. Minister of Public Security, Cameron Ranjatan, speaking today at the opening ceremony, said that these training are all part of the reorganization of the Guyana Police Force. The training, which is conducted and funded by the UK, is part of the Brits' intention to upgrade the quality of policing in Guyana.
The students today are going to get an introduction to strategic planning units in the wider context of examples from the UK. So they're not going to focus initially on just police strategic planning, but they're going to understand what the core skills, functions and responsibilities of a strategic planning would be in any major organisation. That
was Andy Odell, a 45-year veteran in policing and law enforcement across the UK and internationally. This is his 6th visit to Guyana. Mr. Odell is the one supervising the trainers who will take the 16 ranks through 10 days of this intensive training course.
They focus on police strategic planning, so what is the difference between the wider environment and sort of a very specialised police force, and then we're going to use some case studies to actually see if we can identify where things may develop in Guyana and where there may be some improvements that can be recommended through the process of change. Well, what we're doing through the process of giving them the opportunities to discuss with us, to participate in group exercises, and in the end they are finishing off with producing their own action plans. So depending on where they're going back to in their respective part of the Guyanese police force, they will have an action plan which will then lead their development and obviously lead the development of the strategic planning unit over the coming months and years.
The course will focus on strategic planning within the police force, for which Mr. Odell holds his competencies.
I've headed up the Force Training Department, and for a couple of years I was head of a strategic planning unit.
Mr. Odell says that the training is funded by the UK, but he could not say how much this is costing his government. In addition to the subject minister, Cameron Ranjatan, the British High Commissioner, Greg Quinn, Acting Police Commissioner David Ramnarine, and other senior law enforcement officials were also in attendance at today's ceremony. For Channel 2 Headline News, I am Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. The commute to school is a little bit easier now for many school children in South Georgetown, compliments of the David Granger-led coalition government. The President's 5Bs program is now in action in Georgetown, making its first set of pickups for children in the capital city. The bus service, which runs from 7:30 to 10:30 a.m., services secondary school students only in the South Georgetown communities of South, East, and West Rhymevelt, Tuckville, Lodge, and Guyhawk Park. The complete schedule is available through the Ministry of Education. The Soca King Trinidadian artiste Michelle Montana lit up the stage at Providence Stadium this past Saturday night. Esther Sobers was there and told us more about the exciting show.
The highly anticipated Soca in My Heart concert was held on Saturday at the National Stadium with the Trinidadian soca artist Marshall Montana and the Monk Band. The Soca King exceeded expectation, delivering an exhilarating performance that left his energetic audience breathless. The show, sponsored by Bang ZIH, also featured a bevy of talented Guyanese artists who enticed the audience before Marshall Montana took the stage. The longtime hitmaker Adrian Dutchin, who is currently living in the USA, didn't fall short of wooing the audience with all his local songs. The show attracted thousands of people from near and far who flocked the stadium, as the soca artists would say, who came out to fet. I'm Esther Sobers reporting for Channel 2 Headline News.
Thanks, Esther. Don't go away. We still have more news after the break.
The Central Housing and Planning Authority is inviting applicants desirous of purchasing one of our flat duplexes to visit our Brickdam and United Nations Place office on Tuesday, September 5th or Wednesday, September 6, 2017 between 900 hours and 1400 hours. Registration will be done on the spot, as well as the issuance of letters to be taken to commercial banks for pre-qualification. Interested persons are asked to walk with their acknowledgement letter along with a valid passport or identification card.
Need a ride around town and beyond? Look no further than Oasis Ride Taxi Service. With affordable prices and some of the best drivers in the business, we've been delivering prompt and reliable service to Guyana for over 16 years. We also offer tours, chauffeur service, and even car rentals. You can call us at 231-5554 or 225-5496. For deals, specials, and more information, find our page on Facebook, Oasis Ride Taxi Service. Let's go.
John Lewis Styles proudly introduces Everest Bags, a complete and affordable line especially suited for back to school. Lunch bags from $3,500, backpacks from $4,500, pulley backpacks from $10,995. Also available are messenger bags, computer bags, waist pouches, duffel bags, gym bags, and even camping bags, all for the same price or less than buying online. And it's already here on Waterloo Street. John Lewis Styles, simply different.
Thanks for sticking with us. Today's regional segment is brought to you with the kind compliments of Oasis Ride Taxi Service. In news from the region now, former Trinidad and Tobago Attorney General Anand Ramlagan is charged with perversion of justice after it was alleged that he attempted to have a statement he has made in a lawsuit in support of Dr. Rowley to be removed from the records. Today, Ramlagan was in court for the first time. Ricardo Roberts of Caribbean Newsline reports.
As he emerged from the Port of Spain Magistrates Court after a brief appearance, Ramlagan said he was anxiously awaiting the day when those who've made allegations against him are cross-examined.
It has been a very harrowing and distressing experience to be subjected to the execution of a search warrant with such a large contingent of police officers at my home. My primary concern now is for my young children and my family, and I intend to protect them.
Ramlagan, who is being represented by a battery of attorneys led by Senior Counsel Pamela Elder, will reappear in court on January 11 next year.
And in Jamaica, there will be an amnesty for guns and other forms of contraband. The country will be divided into zones and the amnesty will be rolled out into phases. Extra protection will be given to the police, which will include special training, additional bulletproof vests, and body cameras. Again, Ricardo Roberts and Janella Persus report.
The Jamaica government will implement a gun amnesty in areas where the Zone of Special Operations will be operated in the coming days. The zones will be operated by a joint command of the Jamaica Defense Force and the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Justice Minister Delroy Chuck said the amnesty will be for residents in the area to hand over illegal guns and other contraband. They will be told when and where to leave the illegal weapons.
What the security forces appear to be sure of, though, is that there won't be a repeat of the 2010 Tivoli Gardens operation, where at least 73 people were killed during what the security forces say were several battles with gunmen. It was also revealed that during the zones of special operations, members of the security forces will wear body cameras.
The extent of the use of the body cams will depend on the available resources to it, but I can tell you that we are at a readiness state right now where at least some of our members will be outfitted with some sort of video recording device.
And now for the weather report. And that's Channel 2 Headline News for this Monday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to find Channel 2 Headline News on Facebook, YouTube, and ch2headlinenews.com. You can also tune in tomorrow morning at 6:30 for a rebroadcast, and tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock for more news. For now, I'm George Gonzalez, signing out from this newscast, saying thank you for welcoming us into your homes, and do have a blessed evening.